noting how ashen her face had become. She tilted her head so Kingsley would follow her instead of lingering. Once they were out of earshot, she stopped walking. "You're not sharp enough to lick that man's boots, let alone compete with him in the courtroom. You just walked past one of the finest legal minds in the state."
"Fine, whatever,"
Kingsley answered, straightening the knot on his tie.
"Want to tell me why someone with one of the finest legal minds in the state is hanging around the courthouse like he lives here?"
Lily continued walking. "He doesn't want to take a chance on being late."
The young attorney snickered. "Hard to believe you'd worship this guy just because he always shows up on time."
"That's only one of his finer traits," Lily told him, flicking a piece of lint off her green linen jacket. Young guns like Kingsley always chased after the big case. When their heads hit the pillow at night, they dreamed of dynamite arguments, surprise witnesses, killer pieces of evidence, complex legal analysis. Only with maturity did they learn the truth that it was many times the seemingly insignificant traits that put a person in a league with the legends. Matt Kingsley pulled his collar away from his neck, a stream of perspiration dotting his forehead. Only 8 a.m., and already the courthouse was steaming. By noon, the place would be as hot as a boiler room. The building was not air-conditioned. Age alone precluded any attempt at modernization, and the Historical Society wouldn't allow them even a measure of relief such as window units. The only thing that made it tolerable was that everyone suffered, the judges, the prosecutors, the prisoners, even the jurors. Once they reached Judge William Orso's chambers, Lily tried the outer door and found it locked. "Damn," she said, anxiously jiggling the handle. "Don't tell me he forgot about our conference this morning. Someone's got to get this man to retire. I swear he's so senile he has trouble remembering his own name."
"How did Officer Stevens put this together?"
Kingsley asked as they waited, reaching into his pocket for a package of chewing gum. He offered a stick to Lily, but she waved it away.
"Certainly he didn't carry a mugshot of the father around with him. This wasn't even Ventura's homicide. The way I heard it, Stevens was at the store to investigate an unrelated robbery."
"I've known a lot of callous killers," Lily said, ignoring his question. "I honestly believe Middleton is the worst piece of human garbage I've ever seen. He sat there and fed his own child strychnine for no other reason than greed."
"Maybe it was a mercy killing," he suggested. "The girl has a serious illness. Isn't that how they explain the $1 million life insurance policy? I mean, no one insures their kid for that kind of money unless they think there's a chance they're going to die."
"Don't you know anything about this case?" Lily asked, appalled that he wasn't better informed. "Betsy suffers from a rare genetic disorder called Aicardi syndrome. She has a defect in the corpus callosum, the middle brain that allows the right brain to communicate with the left brain. At the time Middleton insured her, she hadn't been officially diagnosed. Her parents may have suspected she had the disorder, however, because someone in their family could have died from it years before."
"Can't we find out?"
"Probably not," Lily told him. "These are the kinds of things families keep hidden, although they pass it along by word of mouth from one generation to the next. Aicardi syndrome was only identified in 1965. If one of the Middleton ancestors did die from the complications from it, the correct cause was probably not listed."
"Hey, I'm not a doctor," Kingsley said. "I read something about right brain versus left brain when I was in college. That's about as far as I go."
"Just listen," she continued. "Children who suffer from Aicardi syndrome have seizures, some more frequently than others. Betsy also has a hole in the retina of her left eye and a small lesion on her right."
"Then she's blind?"
"Not blind," Lily corrected him. "Visually impaired." Kingsley smacked his gum.
"I thought she was retarded."
"Developmentally disabled."
"We're just talking," the young attorney said. "I wouldn't use the word retarded in the courtroom."
Lily gave him a look that would drop an elephant. "Then don't use it now." Kingsley decided to shut his mouth. "Okay," she said a few moments later. "Here's how I see it. Middleton needed money. Because he had 2 normal children, he decided Betsy was expendable, like a ripped sofa, you know?"